For Transit TV News, I'm Tom Davis. 4 mortar shells landed in the green zone as Vice President Joe Biden arrived in Iraq Tuesday on a previously unannounced mission to help the country resolve its differences ahead of America's military withdrawal.
4 mortar shells have been fired into the green zone as Vice President Joe Biden visits Baghdad. The shells were heard as they were fired from across the river on the east bank of the Tigris. At least 1 explosion could be heard. Warning sirens sounded in the protected zone, which is home to government offices, the U.S. and British embassies, and Parliament. There's no immediate word on any casualties or damage. Biden arrived in Iraq earlier Tuesday. The vice president's on a mission to show the White House remains focused on the Iraq war, despite military pullbacks and increased attention on Afghanistan.
The whole purpose is to see how we can be helpful, if we can, in helping them resolve the outstanding political issues they have to resolve internally, so that when the SOFA is fully implemented, we leave a stable Iraq.
Biden's expected to hold talks with Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki Wednesday. He's also expected to meet with officials from Iraq's Kurdish region, where violence has flared in recent weeks.
They've welcomed and actually occasionally asked me to participate in their discussions.
Biden last visited Iraq in July, and signs of friction between Washington and Baghdad have appeared since. Sagar Meghani, The Associated Press.
Military officials say they're investigating why a Western New York man was told his son had been killed in Afghanistan, when in fact the soldier was alive and well.
It's the news military parents don't want to hear.
And he looked at me and he said, "He's dead." And I just fell on the floor.
Ray Jasper says he got a call from a military liaison on Sunday informing him that his son Jesse, a staff sergeant in the Army, had been killed in Afghanistan. What happened when he called for more information, though, left the family both elated and confused.
They were screaming at me, "He's alive, he's alive, Jesse's not dead." And I'm like, "How do you know?" And she says, "I just talked to him, he's not dead."
And later he spoke to his son himself.
He said, "Dad, I'm fine." You know, but it was emotional, very emotional.
The Jaspers say the ordeal has left them with a bitter taste.
We're happy, but we're very angry that this family went through the emotions that they did. It was hard.
How the hell does this happen? How does the military, who should have so much intelligence and so much information, not know the difference?
The military says it's investigating how and why this happened, but as of yet, has no answers to offer the family. John Belmont, The Associated Press.
Police say they have a suspect in custody after a murder on the campus of the University of California at Irvine. Authorities believe the murder stemmed from a domestic dispute Sunday.
Police in Irvine, California believe a custody battle prompted a student to kill the mother of his 4-year-old son in front of several witnesses on a college campus. That suspect, 35-year-old Brian Benedict, is now in custody and remains jailed on $1 million bail.
This appears to have been a couple, and so it looks like the suspect had an intended target. It doesn't look like the campus is in jeopardy in any way.
Police say Rebecca Benedict went to the University of California Irvine campus Sunday night to pick up her son from his father's apartment. The two apparently got into an argument. That spilled out into a campus parking lot, and that is where several shots were fired and Rebecca Benedict was struck.
We got back into our house and, we had our back slider open and our windows open. We're thinking wow, close everything up, check our house, make sure everything's okay.
Witnesses say the couple's son was nearby when the shots rang out, but it's unclear if he saw the shooting. The boy has since been turned over to other family members. The Benedicts were married in 2004, separated in 2006. Rebecca Benedict filed for divorce in January of this year. Brian Benedict is attending UC Irvine as a physics graduate student. Brian Thomas, The Associated Press.